Well, it's time now to take a look at some of our business headlines. You know, we're all feeling the impact of inflation and some people looking for a raise, but is the typical 3% pay raise enough these days? I know a lot of you are talking about that. Harrison Pike with the Birmingham Business Journal joins us now to talk about their cover story, among other things that they have in this week's edition. Hey, good morning, Harrison. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you too.
You know, anybody wants more than a 3% pay raise, but if that's all you're getting, you were like, well, okay, I can live with that. But now it's becoming people really can't live with that. What did you guys discover in your cover story?
Well, one of the things we looked at is how pay is rising across U.S. metro areas. According to the Bureau of Labor, the median weekly earnings are rising as much as 4.2% across all U.S. metro areas from last April, which is alarming when a lot of employers budgeted just as high as 3.8% for raises. And this is going up as it's also combating rises in the cost of living with the Birmingham Hoover area. You've got a 4.6% increase in median weekly earnings, but an 8.1% rise in the cost of living.
So that is double what the people are getting a raise for. So within this story, did you talk to people within the industry or business owners? Give us an idea of who you talked to.
We did. We talked to a couple HR representatives, even a CEO, and one of their biggest problems has been trying to bring in new hires in this industry, but needing to pay them more while the people you already have on staff aren't getting paid that much and having to balance out the pay equity there.
Did they say there's any solutions they feel, or is everybody kind of in a flux right now, not knowing what to do?
There's definitely a lot of varied solutions across the board, but one of the prime ones we're seeing is having a long-term retention bonus for new hires that's kind of taking some of that additional cost and stretching it out over the next 2 to 3 years, paying it off in just regular bonuses.
So they're looking at strategies to be able to pay people more. All right, let's wrap up with, I understand the Birmingham Trade Towers project happening in 5 Points South. There's an update on that. Tell us about that.
Yes, so that is getting rebranded as the Tower on 10th. It is being turned into high-end housing specifically aimed at students and professionals whose income falls between $50,000 and $85,000 a year. They've already got a lot of leasees, especially a lot coming from international areas who are moving in to work at Children's or UAB, as that 5 Points South location is incredibly convenient for that kind of job.
When you say high end, what are you talking about? I know you mentioned salaries, but we know some of the condos in downtown Birmingham are going for enormous, prices now. What are you looking at here?
So these are exclusively studios and one-bedroom apartments that range from about $950 a month to $1,500 at the max.
Okay, so these are rentals. They're all rentals.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we can look for that. Things certainly are changing in that area as well. Harrison Pike with the Birmingham Business Journal. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.